Hey, what's going on, people? It's Deltre. We are back with some more Fire Emblem Fates Lunatic Conquest. Last time, I forgot to do my outro properly. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'm just kidding, guys. In all seriousness, I wanted to extend my thanks to everybody who does do those things, though. The people that leave likes, the people that share their thoughts. The lurkers out there who maybe don't have anything that they necessarily want to say, but sit back to themselves and say, hey, you know what, it's free, this doesn't cost me anything. I'm just gonna leave a like rating because I enjoy this, I want to see more of it. Sincerely, thank you guys, each and every one. Because of you guys, we recently hit 3,000 subscribers, which is just crazy to me. Honestly, I thought that would be more like an end of the year sort of goal, so to be here already is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. So once again, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I thank you each and every one. I am excited to see where we can go with this. Anyways, right here we are sitting on the invasion map. Now, I've actually already completed this, and I have a save file prepared because, let's be honest, you guys read the title. I know why you guys are here. You guys know why you are here. But I did want to point out something pretty interesting that I don't think a lot of people know about the way these invasion battles work. So, for each building you control, it gives you an extra deployment zone for these. So because I have so many buildings, I built like the mess hall and the arena off screen. And you can also see that where's my style? I hate taking this thing out, man. You can also see that I rearranged the castle quite a bit just to sort of tailor it to this battle, because the buildings actually influence your deployment zones, not only in number but in location. So I have this, the ruby pile facing north, for example, so Azura is being deployed right here to the north. And the arena facing left, so Arthur's over here facing the left, and so on and so forth. So if you want to do invasion battles really quickly, just to get them out of the way, get the rewards, because some of these, in fact, I think all of these give you some kind of item or other. Like this guy drops a goddess icon, for example. So when you want to get these out of the way really quickly, you can rearrange your castle in such a way that's going to allow you to blow by most of the enemies, which is exactly what I've done here. So again, I've already got this done off screen, so I'm just going to jump over to that. Also, one other thing is that in preparing for this part, I accidentally deleted the save file that I had after recruiting Mozu. So I had to replay Chapter 9 and Moses' Paralog again. Something really weird that had happened to me, though, is I caught this glitch, right? And as you may have noticed, like, Jacob has 9 speed now. I don't know what that means. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but if anybody has any explanation for this or what could have caused that, please let me know. I have no idea what this could mean. And a few of you guys also had your own theories about Azura on the last map, and I think that I probably misinterpreted what they were saying. When the game says that Azura was captured, I sort of took that to mean that she was being forced into this situation where she was essentially being sent on a suicide mission, right? Fight to the death, right? That's how I interpreted it. And one of you guys actually had a sort of similar theory that sort of fed into my own, where the Hoshidins are so noble and so honorable that they would do almost anything to save face. So instead of just simply executing Azura, they send her to this like lose-lose situation. That's kind of what I was getting from that, and that's sort of the way that I had interpreted it. But that sort of, if she's captured, right, then that sort of opens up a new problem, doesn't it? Because she's just out there in the open, no protection whatsoever. The one guy that's supposed to guard her just kind of lollygags and runs off at the first sign of battle, and it's like, what kind of security is that? There's not even a door or anything. Like, what, did he ask her really nicely to stay put and just took her at her word? The other guard's getting acid rained down on them, like, oh, god damn it, Bill, what? I'm sorry, she said she'd stay there. Okay, anyways, we're gonna jump past this battle, and we'll see how things ended up. Okay, so we're back here in the castle, and this is what this looks like at night, by the way. You can zoom in and look at the castle. I think it looks really nice, to be honest. I don't know, it doesn't do anything, again, but it's definitely a sight, for sure. I really like the blur effects they have in the lights, too. It makes them seem like they're really far in the distance and crap. Yeah, it's really cool. That has nothing to do with this game. But here's how everybody looks now. Everybody's all liquored up for the next battle, too, because it's a doozy. Dude specifically wants to hold on to that speed tonic, but hey, we'll get into that in a little bit. I think Odin actually didn't get quite as much experience as I would have liked this time. Oh, right. He didn't actually end up killing the boss in Mozu's Paralog when I had to replay that. That's probably why. Mozu did pretty good, though. Still, I'm really happy with that. I think she got strength every time, so that's really, really good. She's like, that's kind of her big problem. I would say More so than speed. Her speed is like 80%, but at only 65%, she can definitely miss that and then fall out of favor really, really quickly. Thankfully, she didn't. She's actually kicking ass. Hell yeah. Anything else? No, not really. I really wish I would have gotten Niles more kills, though. Thinking about it, he should have definitely hit level 10 for his ability there. Other than that, we actually had a few more supports that I didn't get before, and I ended up doing them off-screen just so that I could, I don't know. I ended up doing them off-screen at any rate. Let's start with Dude and Jacob. Hey. Lady Dude, may I have a moment?
Of course, Jacob, and thanks again for teaching me how to make tea.
As always, I'm delighted to serve you.
You look pretty unhappy for a man who's supposedly delighted. What's wrong?
I need to apologize to you, my lady. I am truly deeply sorry.
Huh? For what?
The truth is, your tea was quite bitter. Undrinkably so. Honestly, one of the worst things I've ever tasted.
Okay, Jacob, I get it.
When you handed me the pot, I secretly added some sugar and more hot water. I shouldn't have done it, and I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I just couldn't stand to watch you do it wrong any longer, so... Oh, what's so funny, Lady Dude?
Sorry, Jacob, I knew you did that.
You did? Then you won't punish me for interfering. I've been hanging around Niles. I'm kind of getting into that sort of thing. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, not at all. You were only trying to help me. I admit, I was too stubborn about it, so I think that makes us even, don't you?
You are most magnanimous, milady.
Well, I also learned something from this. I still need your help to stay on track, Jacob. So, can I count on you to stick with me even when I'm a stubborn mule?
Of course I will. I promise to never leave your side. In all honesty, I seem to fall apart when I'm not with you as well.
It's funny how alike we are.
That you would even compare us that way. I might faint with joy. It's too much for my heart to bear. Jacob really is only nice to Dude. It's
No fainting, Jacob. Jacob, wake up! Jacob!
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So that's kind of, I mean, I like it, but it's like, what was the point? You know what I mean? We didn't really get anywhere with that. I guess it's like Corrin is coming to terms with the fact that she can't be quite as independent as she would like to be. So in that sense, it's nice. Everybody needs a shoulder to lean on and all of that stuff. Okay, so we have Odin. I don't think we did Odin and Dude either, did we?
Greetings, Odin.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Lady Dude.
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Isn't it obvious? You are witness to a quiet intermission in the play that is my life.
Intermission? What are you talking about?
Well, to put it quite simply, I'm enjoying a nice moment of tranquility.
Ah, now I understand. Why didn't you just say that to begin with?
I did say that!
And why are you holding that strange pose? It looks exhausting.
I really like the fact that his character artwork is canon. Like, he's always just going out there with his hand in that really awkward position. That seems like that'd be really painful to do for a long time, you know what I mean? Oh, this! It's a unique creation that I concocted myself. This stance allows me to harness a great deal of power.
Huh. Well, that's dumb. I've never seen anyone stick out their hand like that. It's very unique.
Ha ha! Ha 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 ha!
What's so funny?
Well, it's clear that the moment has come to unveil the origin of this divine creation. That being said, the explanation will take some time.
I don't think I need to hear all that. You'll have to excuse me, Odin. This is getting stupid.
What do you mean? Hey, wait a second. Don't leave. I'm Odin Dark. Everybody loves me. Especially in the comment section. They all love me. Elise and Odin 1. Hi, Odin! Whoa! Oh, hello, Lady Elise.
You weren't sleeping, were you?
Ha ha ha, that's cute, if not ridiculous. No, I was merely testing a new charm.
Oh, what kind? Is it a snore charm? A snoring really loudly charm?
Cute. Actually, it's a charm that entrusted to me by the demons of the night. It allows me to tap into the netherworld at will. Wait, this is so ridiculous. It allows me to tap into the netherworld at will to aid me in my eternal crusade for...
Tap into the nether who? Are you high? What is that?
It is what the fragile labyrinth of the human mind craves most of all. A taste of the knowingness of death and the power of the silent darkness as it...
You have a fragile labyrinth for a mind?
Yes, and it remains hidden beyond a beautiful veil of darkness until I...
Wait, so you were lifting a veil of darkness?
I like how Elise is playing along. I can't tell if she's playing along or if she's just like really, really naive. It's one of the two for sure. Oh, but she's 18, trust me. Well, Faye said it, so it must be true. Well, Look, I was asleep, okay? She broke him. That's amazing. I just skip past these when I actually unlock them, so I don't really, like, these aren't fresh on the brain. That's dead. She actually broke him. This feeling, this stillness, I know it well. The time is now. To fight the awakening darkness, I must now awaken my true power. Haha, awakening, get it? But no, I must hold back. I mustn't break the final seal. Not yet.
Odin, who are you talking to?
Wow, Lady Elise, what brings you here? Again.
I don't see anyone else here.
That is correct. I'm here alone.
You're just like my father. He always talks to himself, too.
Damn that dude. I'll get her this time.
Oh my god. I love these. Oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? Why were you holding out your arm like that?
It's nothing to trouble yourself over. The demons of the night branded my arm from within, but 'tis only a phantom pain.
Ha, phantom pain. The demons of the night branded you from within. That's what happened. Are you shitting me?
Well, yeah. Look, I was just pretending I was in pain. It's complicated. I'm role-playing. You wouldn't understand.
Ah, that makes more sense. Good to know. So wait, were you also pretending to talk to someone?
No, I was pretending to feel the presence of the darkness in this room. Happy now?
Yes, very. I feel like I finally understand where you're coming from. Oh, but not really. Odin, can you please say cool things like that more often?
Really? You, wow, you're the first person to not be turned off by this shtick. Are you serious?
Well, I mean, I have no idea what you're saying most of the time when you talk like that. But if you throw in some normal talk every once in a while, I can play along too.
Please, bite your tongue, milady. I cannot simply change my essence. I would lose my grasp over the darkness. I simply wouldn't be myself any longer.
Well, that's fine too. Just talk to me a bunch. And eventually I'll understand it.
Talk to you a bunch?
Yeah, you and I should talk all the time, starting right now. Soon I'll know all about the demons of the labyrinth and their veil of stuff and stuff. This is gonna be great.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I like this. I like this support. Pretty sure that was all of them, though. Niles. Berries, okay. I'm also saving before I talk to these people because of stuff like that. Yeah, I don't want them to get buffs. But I do want to get resources. Okay, talk to Niles. Do not talk to Silas. Don't talk to Silas. Odin and Mozu?
Want to fight together? I'm a hard worker.
Yes, but don't touch my right arm. I shudder to think what might happen. Jesus Christ, man. Ruiz. And the arena in this game does not actually give experience, be it battle experience or weapon experience. It just lets you bet resources for more resources. At the level 1, you can only do it one time. So if I bet, like, I don't know do I want rubies or do I want milk? Milk gives you speed, so I think we'll try to get more milk. Nyx versus a fighter? Oh god. Oh god, Nyx, please hit twice. Please hit twice. Come on, you got Heartseeker. Let's get it. Okay, thank god. Yeah, so you bet a resource, and then if you win the battle, you get double that resource. And when you get higher levels of the arena, you can go multiple rounds to get more and more and more. Anyways, here we go, the moment that you were all waiting for, the exact reason that you guys clicked this video. That's right. Responding to those guys who said that the group rush is correct grammar. Well, seriously, I saw a few of you guys down there in the comments like, oh, Jilter, what are you, some kind of English major? No, this is totally correct. Okay, so you didn't put it like that. But if you must know, no, I am not an English major, but I am in debt, so I feel like that makes me qualified to talk on this all the same. I'm pretty sure that in American English, you would in fact say the group rushes or rushed because it was describing something that was currently happening. You wouldn't say the group rushed to... it's hard to explain. You wouldn't say the group rushed to do something because the group is a singular noun, but it's a stand-in for it. You wouldn't say it rushed. You would say it rushes or it rushed. In American English, I know that in British English, that changes, but we haven't been using British English this entire time. It's not the armory, it's not the vendor, it's not a door key. I might have made those last two up, but still, at best, it's a really awkwardly worded phrase, and I'm so sure I'm right about this. Not that it matters. Okay, the reason that we're actually here, though, is Chad Pretend. The group passes, see, because right here, you could say the group passed through Fort Dragonfall if that were the case. Right? Because it's being used in the same way. So I'm so sure that it's grammatically... Okay, whatever. The group passes through Fort Dragon Ball, liberating Asdro, who had been taken prisoner there. Meanwhile, the Hoshiden army remains hot on their trail. You wouldn't say they passes. Okay, sorry, last one. Here we go, Chapter 10. Let's go. Chapter 10, Unhappy Reunion. Now, this is a very infamous chapter from this game. I don't think it's that hard. At least not now. When I first played it, of course I got bodied on my first go, but I don't think it's that bad. Oh, I like the fact that you can actually see the crack in the wall. Yeah, I like that. That's a cool detail. So this is actually like a close-up of the battle map then. That's nice. Oh, we finally made it to the port. So far, so good. From here, we can catch a ferry to Notre Sagesse. Wow, Silas, your French is really good. Thank you. Notre Sagesse? Is that? I hope that's how you would say it. Jacob's off making arrangements as we speak. Wonderful. We should all take this rare opportunity to relax for a bit. Azra in particular looks exhausted. I noticed too. Well, it hasn't been an easy journey here, but there's also... Well, let's just say Lady Elise has grown awfully fond of her. In fact, Lady Elise has been talking to her almost non-stop since they met. Lady Azra is very polite, but I worry all that chatter is wearing her out. You may have a point. Poor Azra doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, with Elise? Oh, hell no. Once Elise gets going, it's hard to stop her. She's a one-woman stampede. Are you talking about her personality or her stats as a wyvern rider? Good God. It's as though she's trying to make up for all the sibling time they missed out on. It's rather heartwarming when you think about it. Sibling time, eh? I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't mean to remind you of your own siblings in Hoshido. Please forgive me for making such an insensitive comment.
No.
Oh, don't worry about it. I was actually thinking of something else. I was thinking about what Azra said earlier, or what she almost said. Is she not Elise's sister after all?
Once more?
What's wrong, dude?
Oh.
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I was just lost in thought. All alone. Yes, I'm gonna make this joke every time. Are you sure there's nothing? I should have had a lost in thoughts all alone counter. Shit. Oh, look at that. Jacob has returned. That's strange. He appears to be out of breath. I wonder what's wrong. Why would he be out of breath? He's on a horse! Milady, we have an emergency situation on our hands. Hoshiden forces are headed our way. They shall arrive momentarily. The Hoshidans? Here? Jacob, are you sure?
Yes.
I'm afraid so. I overheard as much from a guard on my way here. The guard also said that all fairies are being detained until they've left. What would you like to do, milady?
Fighting them is our only option. We have to beat them and get on that ferry. It's the only way we'll be able to carry out Father's mission, but...
Hey?
What's wrong, Lady Dude?
Yeah.
When we fought the Hoshidans at Fort Dragonfall, they were only strangers. I haven't had to face Ryoma or the others, not since that fateful day when I know it's inevitable, but the thought of fighting my blood siblings, I just...
Lady Dude, I hate to see you in such agony. None of us would judge you if you chose not to engage in battle against your siblings. Instead of tormenting yourself, why don't we turn it around and just go home?
No.
I'm afraid it's not that simple. Sooner or later, we must face the consequences of our actions. I knew this would happen when I followed my heart and sided with my Norian family. I must stand behind that decision no matter what. I will not run.
Understood.
Understood, milady. I'll let the others know what's happened so they can prepare for battle.
Yes.
Please do. Making up for lost time with siblings. The battlefield is a poor place for that. That's why we do the supports in the base now. Perhaps in another life things could have turned out differently by birthright. Please forgive me, Ryoma. Takumi. Please forgive me.
Speaking of... Well.
You abandoned your family and Hoshido. Now pay for your betrayal.
Chill, dude. We hardly know each other.
Is that Takumi? Wow, he's not just fighting. He's leading the whole army. And he has a bullshit skill. Still, I meant what I said. Even if Takumi is involved, we must defend this port. This is Norian territory. I won't allow the Hoshidans to take our homeland from us.
Lord Takumi.
Lord Takumi, it seems the Norians aren't gonna back down.
Uh-huh.
So, they plan to fight us, do they? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Norians aren't like normal, decent people. They live for the thrill of battle. All the better. I shall delight in putting those cowards in their place.
Yes.
It looks like there's only a handful of them anyways. It should be an easy win.
True.
Agreed. Even so, it's never a good idea to underestimate one's enemy. I refuse to lose to the Norians, especially while that traitor is among their ranks. We must prevail for the sake of Hoshido and all that is good in the world. You guys have a high opinion of yourself, man. Weren't you the one that sent that defenseless dancer into battle? Alright, so here we go, chapter 10. Ooh. So, one thing I've noticed, Takumi down here, he's probably the least of your concerns if you're playing this for your first time. He has some really crazy stuff going on. Like, he has wary fighters, so you can't double him, but he also has point blank, which alters the range of bows to enable this unit to hit closer targets, which essentially gives him 1 to 2 range with his super busted ultimate personal weapon. He doesn't move. If I were making this map, he would definitely move. After like turn 6, after he does his little trick here, you might notice that glowing aura around him. Well, that'll come into play in a little bit. You can totally stop him from doing it. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy though. If we don't kill him, then it's like he's gonna get it into his head that he can just do this whenever he wants, and he really needs to learn this lesson, I feel. So let's go after Takumi for sure. This is a defense chapter, so you only need to survive for 11 turns, but if any enemy crosses into this green zone, you automatically lose the map. I think this is one of the only maps that you can lose on Phoenix mode, so that's pretty interesting in and of itself. We also have Hinata, who is going to die a horrible death, and so is Oboro for that matter. But here's his stats in case you were curious. He has 15 speed, movement +1, which is kind of interesting. It gives him a little bit more movement range, and it kind of works out with the way that the enemies are placed, that it sort of makes him hard to draw on his own, not that it matters. He has Starting Blow, which gives him +5 speed if he initiates battle, which puts him up to a massive 20 speed. Pretty scary. He also has Armored Blow, which means that I'm probably not going to kill him in a single round, unfortunately. Unit receives -10 damage when the unit initiates attack, on the physical side anyways. Also, he has a personal skill, which is like a really bad counter. If a sword, lance, or axe drops HP to 50% or less, foe suffers half the damage. Does not apply for bows or magic. And you have all these Oni savages. You need 14 speed you need 14 speed to double attack them. Pretty easy for most people. You have these goddamn ninjas, and nobody's gonna double them ever. Well, somebody you get on this map could, in theory, double them if you brought a spare iron axe, but it's not like it matters. Anything else really special? Oh, there's a Boro down here. Norian Enmity. This unit deals +3 damage to all of your dudes, basically, except Mozu, I think. Mozu is probably the only person who bypasses that, but any unit that is allied with Nor or comes from Nor takes +3 damage. She also has both Seal Strength and Seal Defense, which means if you don't kill her in a single round, have fun with that. She too has movement +1, so she gets around. I like Oboro. Too bad she's gonna die. There's these archers over here, which again you need 14 attack speed, really easy to double. These Hoshidan Spirit Fighters are a little bit more annoying with 11 speed, so you need 16 to double. Now also there's these Pegasus Knights. Now these ones will actually attack you, but later on there's gonna be some that will just zerg the green zone. So you have to take them out. Because if you don't, they have high movement, they totally bypass any and all terrain. And they will give you a game over if you are not careful. Now, again, this chapter is pretty infamous. Mostly, if I had to guess, for something that happens later on in the map. We'll see that when we see that. Right now, I just want to make sure that my deployments line up to let me do some pretty cool stuff here. Alright guys, so full disclosure, I went back and I forged a bronze bow for Mozu by trading in some of those rubies that I had just sitting around. It's gonna make this whole thing go a lot smoother. So I definitely recommend that you forge even if it's just bronze crap, because you'd be surprised how much of a difference it can make, especially if you do like reclassing and crap. So a lot of you guys are losing your shit right now because we're going full balls to the walls on this, man. I want to kill Takumi. He's got to go down. He must learn this lesson now. And the best way to do that, I feel, is to be as aggressive as we possibly can be here. So we're going to start by breaking down that partition. Everybody else is going to take sort of a more offensive position. And I feel like that's really the big thing with this map. No matter how you want to play it, whether you want to kill Takumi, whether you're going to let him be, it does not matter. What you need to do on this map, without any doubt, is gain some kind of control. If you don't have any map control here, if you spend the entire map backed into this corner, it's going to get really hard. So what I like to do is try to control this middle section of the map as much as I possibly can, and really that's about as far as you need to go. Like I said, you don't need to go out of your way to kill Takumi. You definitely don't. I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. But you should at the very least kill Oboro and Hinata, I would say. Because if you don't, they're going to become a pain in the ass.
Say what? This town is caught up in the war between Nor and Hoshido. Blast it all, what a pain in the patoot. Guess I'll hold up until things settle. Thanks for letting me know. Please take this with you.
And Odin is going to grab the Master Seal, which is probably going to be used on, like, Nyx or something. I don't know. You guys said that she was pretty good. Like, to the point that she's basically a stand-in for Leo until you get Leo. So, yeah, that sounds pretty decent. And I never really tried to use Nyx at all, so why not? Oh, I should probably turn the animations back on a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as my next turn starts here.
I'm here to help.
Pretty decent. Would have liked to see speed. Would have liked to see speed. But yeah, I feel like the big thing that a lot of people do on this map is try to turtle it out. And because it's a defense map, you would almost think that it's worthwhile to do that. But no, you're actually making things so much harder on yourself if you're not taking at least a little bit of initiative. Pretty good level up there, Arthur. Pretty good. By the way, I'm not choosing to not use Arthur. That's a sentence. I'm not choosing to bench Arthur because I'm using Odin. Let me make that clear. I'm probably going to end up benching Let me start over. I'm probably going to end up benching Arthur because he's just so good at the Parabot. And that's really the big thing with some of the characters in this game. Like, yeah, you could use them for their actual fighting abilities, but the reality is +4 strength and +2 speed, that is so huge. That is so huge, and that's way better than anything Arthur could do on his own trying to fight these enemies. So he spends a lot of time in the back, which means that he doesn't get a lot of experience, and ultimately it makes it that much harder in order to actually level him up to a usable state. Now, this is really the reason that I forged this bow, just so that Mozu would be able to do this if I gave her a strength potion, and Dude as well. So now she can actually one-round these guys in combination with Dude on attack stance. And we're going to kill both these ninjas right now. We want to get these guys out of here without taking any of their debuffs just yet. I mean, eventually it's going to be inevitable that I get hit by these guys, but for right now, we can avoid this entirely. Like so. God bless you, Mozu. See, she's worth it after all. Mozu is worth it after all. Hey, I don't see anybody else doing that. Now, I could actually shoot on those savages as they try to break down the wall, but I would rather kill them with Nyx. I would rather kill them with Nyx, because she still needs to get up to level 10 if she wants to promote. And I do want to promote her at the very least. I don't really have too great of a need for Master Seals at this point. We're also gonna... Oh my god, Niles, that was for Elise! Well, that's fine.
Alright.
Really good level up, Niles. Man, he's like, are you sure? Beltray, don't bench me, please. I don't know, man, I have Mozu. So now what we want to do is have your boy Arthur take Dude right now, and we're going to drop her off right there. And I'm going to block this spot off with Elise, which is what I would have done. I would have just had her kill that Oni Savage, but I don't need to. You don't want to be too ridiculous on the first turn with those guys, by the way, because a lot of those guys have lunge. So they'll essentially end up pulling you into death. I don't know if I've explicitly said what lunge does, but it swaps your position with the enemy before and after battle. I forgot to turn on animation still. Fortunately, we can fix that.
Well, how irksome.
No, it's too late for you, man. I don't want to hear this speed now. Yeah, the lunge will essentially exchange position after battle, provided that you use the ability. And what the game does is pretty devious. They'll pull you forward to the point that you're not taking 1 or 2 enemies, but instead you have to fight 3, 4, 5 enemies sometimes. So you have to be really, really careful of what kind of skills enemies have. Lunge is a really, really dangerous one. I'm sure guys that have played Conquest time and time again will tell you that much. So Jacob here, as much crap as I've been giving him, he's actually still really good. In a way, it's kind of nice that I have Odin here. He'll be getting his during this map, don't you worry. But it's kind of nice that I have Odin here because Jacob is so screwed on speed that it kind of makes up for that in a way. He's getting a huge +5 from Odin. +4 from the Samurai class and an additional +1 through Defender. So he's still able to do essentially the same things, and even if you have a Jacob that's really, really bad, he's still a great unit, by the way. Like, I know I've been crapping on him a lot, mostly just because it's kind of funny how screwed he's getting, but make no mistake, he's easily one of the best units no matter what happens to him. Now we've got these clowns.
Lady Dude, are those ridiculous Hoshidans giving you a hard time? You're so hopeless, haha. Lucky for you, we're here to bail you out. Huh? Who are you two? You don't seem like enemies, but... Wow, really? Just wow. I cannot believe you've forgotten about me. You monster! Baruka, say something, damn it! No, this is my character. Aw, she's shy, isn't she? Berka, is it? It's nice to meet you.
That's heartless.
You're heartless. A heartless monster. What? Why would you say that? Who are you people anyways? You people? You people? There you are, my naughty little retainers. Even though I said we were in a rush, that's no excuse to leave me behind.
Sister?
Camilla!
Oh.
Dude, oh, I'm so glad we made it in time. Tell your big sister the truth. Did these foul creatures make you cry? Be honest. Of course not. I'm fine, I promise.
Lady Camilla!
Lady Camilla, sorry we got ahead of you. But you should have heard the horrible things Lady Dude said to us. Even though we used to watch after her, she doesn't remember us at all. Sure, we were always stuck to the shadows and never introduced ourselves, or made ourselves known in any way, shape, or form. But still, I could cry right now. Really, I could. All that time hovering, caring, watching, it was all for naught. She has no heart. She reminds me of myself. Now, you two. I'm sure she didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm certain she would remember, given more time. You simply must forgive her.
So here's something that I really don't understand about Dude's amnesia, right? So, I thought that her memories stopped when Garon kidnapped her from Hoshido. But then you have characters like Baruka and Selena, who should actually know Dude. You know what I mean? Like, so when exactly did she lose her memories? At what point do her memories stop? Like, just before the beginning of the game? That's where her memory starts? Right at chapter 1? Are you kidding? Like, I don't know, I feel like that's one of those things that isn't really clear about this game at all. And it's not the end of the world, it's not the biggest deal, but it's something that's kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Now that all that's settled, let me introduce my lovely retainers to you, dude. Say hello to Selena and Baruka. Did I say Severa? No, I think I said Selena. Aren't they tough yet adorable? I love them so. It's nice to meet you. I mean, to see you again. I'm really sorry I upset you both. Wait, Camilla, if you're here, does that mean you finished your mission already?
Yes.
Oh, well, in a sense. Leo and Xander are taking care of it for me. They really like the idea of me coming to help you. That's our little secret, okay? Now I can destroy any nasty people who try to harm my darling baby sister. That's sweet, if not a little bit fucking psycho. Thank you, Camilla, and you too, Selena and Baruka. I appreciate your help. I guess I'll do my best to protect you or whatever. Not that I like you or anything, Baka. I'm still pretty and angry though. Pretty and angry? Well, pretty angry though. I'll kill them all for Lady Camilla.
And I don't know about that, Baruka. So now we have these two. Now I haven't really been stopping my play in order to talk about new characters, but I think in this case, it's a little bit warranted here. So Baruka is a pretty good unit overall. She's like a flying general, really. Really high strength, really high defense. Her speed is a little bit lackluster. You can see it's only base 9. Check out her model real quick, too. Yeah, she's only got base 9 speed, so that can be a little bit concerning. Now, you guys have actually said that making her into a fighter is a pretty fun, if not effective thing to do, and I can see where it would be. I've never tried that, I'll be honest. But as a wyvern, she is still fairly good. Really, really strong, like I say. Really, the only concerning thing about her is this speed. And her growth isn't too high either, so it's a little bit hard for her to double things. She has this skill Opportunist, which is a really, really cool ability for her. Although she's not doubling everything, it's still not impossible to get her to double archers with a proper pair-up. So, with that into consideration, as well as this ability right here, she's really, really good at countering enemies that cannot retaliate, such as archers. And she's also really good at using the hand axe, too, if she can get her strength going. She's even capable of one-shotting things, if you can believe, with a hand axe, which is pretty crazy. Not right off the bat or anything, but by using things like attack stance and whatnot, it's a pretty effective combination, I'll say that. And she also has strength plus 2, so yeah, Baruka, pretty good unit. Now we have Selena here, who's less good than Baruka, but still pretty decent, which is another pretty funny thing about this game. I don't really think I've had too many units that I've really said are bad so far. Really just Odin. Odin is really the worst one by far. Selena, though, aka Severa, is just kind of okay. She has a good base strength of 12 and a good base speed of 15. The speed is going to make her so that she can basically double anything with the appropriate pair-up, but that strength is a little bit lackluster, and her growth is a bit shaky too. I believe it comes out to about 45% as a mercenary. She has stronger boast, which is good on the enemy phase, which gives her +3 damage whenever she counterattacks an enemy. So that's pretty good. It's a huge, huge difference, especially on a map like this. I think if you brought her like the steel sword, she would be able to potentially one-round some of these guys. I don't know. You'd have to do some crap with her. But the point is that she's just okay. Her class isn't that great. Of course, heroes are pretty good for soul, but at the end of the day, she is still 5 movement locked. And really, again, that strength is a little bit shaky of hers. If it goes well, then she can be good, but if it doesn't, then you'd probably be better off using somebody else. Now, the reason that we stopped to begin with was this lady right here who is so goddamn ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking. Well, I do know what they were thinking. I can think of 2 reasons that you got her here. 2 reasons. 2 pretty big reasons. So, Baruka is like the more tanky growth unit, then Camilla is the more well-rounded. Camilla's the better of the 2, goddammit. So I feel like that's why people don't really think that Baruka's all that good, even though she's really not bad at all. The problem is that you get Camilla in the same map, and just look at these base stats. Just look at these goddamn base stats. 21 strength, 19 speed, 18 defense, 30 HP, 15 res too for that matter. So she's really broken. Camilla's absolutely ridiculous. Her personal skill is Rose's Thorn, which gives +3 damage to any adjacent allies and -1 damage taken. It's basically the opposite of Elise's skill. And it has some applications for things like attack stance and whatnot, but really the reason you're using Camilla is just because her base stats are so ridiculously busted. I mean, what else needs to be said? What else needs to be said, honestly? This is just absurd. This is completely unfair. Probably one of the most broken units in all of Fire Emblem history, to be honest. And to be fair, I think that a unit like this is kind of needed in this game. I'm, of course, going to be using her. I definitely meant to take Arthur's Iron Axe. Oh, well, we can do just fine with the Steel Axe. By the way, that's why I had somebody holding onto the Speed Tonic. This is something you're probably not going to think to do if you're playing this totally blind, because you'll never see this coming. Nobody in their right mind would be like, oh, okay, Chapter 10, time to get a unit with 21 base strength and 19 speed. But with the Speed Tonic, she can double in 1-round KO Oboro with the Steel Axe. Now, I wanted to give her the Iron Axe so that she could use that here, because she still 1-round KOs even with the Iron Axe. She doesn't need the Speed Tonic for that. The reason we gave her the Tonic was because of Hinata over here with his 15 base speed. But yeah, Camilla can use both axes and tomes as well. Ridiculous unit, completely unfair in every sense of the word. Now, we're going to pair up Arthur with Elise once more, and we're going to try to take this guy out. I probably should just fire on these Pegasus Knights first. If I can hit the Pegasus Knight, then this becomes a lot more consistent, so I think I'll go for that. Yeah, because if I can hit this with Niles, then I don't have to worry about potentially missing a 79 with Elise, so let's go with this. Yeah, this seems to make more sense. Oh, I didn't actually turn these on. I was holding L. Hello. Nope. There we go. Something like that. Okay, so now we're going to move into it a little bit. We want her to be in range of this Sky Knight, but not in range of the Savage. This way we can essentially draw them over to me, which will make them a little bit easier to deal with overall. I don't want them going for the green zone, because that's really the biggest problem with this map. It's not necessarily surviving the enemies that's the problem. It's those damn Sky Knights. The AI on this map is pretty tricky. A lot of the enemies won't actually attack you and will just instead opt to go directly for the green zone, causing you an instant game over.
It's over.
So that's really the thing you want to watch out for here, more than anything else, I would say. Mozu, hit the village for me now.
Oh dear, I've heard rumors about the war, but I never thought it would reach us here. I'll lock up tight and keep the little ones indoors today. Here, please take this as a token of my gratitude. I don't need it anyway.
And we get the Dual Club, which is essentially a Reaver weapon. Baruka and Camilla can use that pretty well. I'm actually going to send Baruka over to the right-hand side in case these Sky Knights do attempt to sneak past us here. It really just depends. I've seen them attack, but I've also seen them just, again, they can just rush the green zone sometimes. So the AI, pretty tricky here. It's basically designed to make you lose in whatever way possible, and I really have to say that I approve of that a lot. They don't just blindly attack you, and that's pretty cool. They do whatever's smarter, basically. If going for damage is smarter, they'll do it, but if going for the green zone is the faster way to a victory for the enemy, then they'll go for that instead. The very final set of Sky Knights will just always go for the green zone, though. The paired up ones basically ignore all of your units, except for in the instance that they can get a kill, I think. Now, Oboro and Hinata actually both have conversations with Dude as well, so maybe I'll splice those in at some point. But Camilla's gonna murder them both.
I'll strike down anyone who dares lay so much a finger on Lord Takumi. I don't think she knows who she's talking to. Now, it's very important that you kill Oboro in one round! Camilla! Well, that was basically the only thing that could have lost me the game. And it happened, of course. That was literally the one thing that could have went wrong. The one thing that could have went wrong. I think that we can still recover, but the problem is, as I was trying to say, that Oboro has both Steel Strength and Steel Defense. Which means that now Camilla is not exactly immune to damage. I think we can recover from this. We should be able to recover from this. But goddamn, that's the recording cursive I've ever seen. I've heard of this before, and this must be what it's like manifest. Now, please don't get a 1%er on me, and please kill this guy, because the last thing I need is for Camilla to be blocked in. Yeah, if only I would have remembered to give her the Iron Axe. It's kind of my own fault. I made a last-minute change there where originally dude was holding on to the Speed Tonic, and then I switched it over to Arthur because I realized that I could just give the Speed Tonic over to Camilla. But hey, we'll be fine. As long as I get my God, nothing is going my way. Nothing is going my way, man. Luckily, that is still a flyer, so we can kill it in one shot with ease. Now, the reason that we actually didn't want to fire the Fire Orb on these guys is so that Nyx can actually kill both of these Odin Savages and level herself up to level 10 right here. Like I said, I did end up having to replay Chapter 9, so she actually ended up with a little bit less experience than she did originally, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We'll be fine regardless. So what am I doing with Oboro now? Baruka, I guess? That's not really great, though. Does she do 11? I somehow doubt it. 23. Oh, she does. She does. She does 11 on the dot. So we can actually save this by having Baruka KO Oboro right now. And we're going to use the Draco Shield. I was kind of thinking about using it on Camilla anyways, but now we definitely want to. We definitely want to use the Draco Shield at this point. So, Baruka, you move here. Again, we can kill the Sky Knights really easily. You two are going to pair up right now. We're going to move your boy Silas in with God Mode activated. He's in no danger here. It looks bad, but trust me, it's fine. This is the only guy who can steal Naginata, so he's really the only thing that could have been a problem. But since he's dying right now in one hit, it's no issue. There we go, Silas. What are we going to get? Hit points, speed, luck, defense. He just laughs. It's like he knows. He knows how ridiculous this is. God bless you, Silas. So what we want to watch out for now would be like the ninjas, I guess. Do I want to try and kill the ninja, or do I want to kill the Naginata guy? He's only got an iron, but he does have steel defense, so that could be pretty annoying. If this is kind of sketchy because, well, now I'll tell you what, Niles can kill this guy right now, no problem. Assuming that we can hit an attack, I have weapon triangle, come on, there we go.
How disappointing.
I agree. I was expecting a lot more. I thought this was Chapter 10. What's going on? Ooh, that Seal Defense. Wow, even through Seal Defense, they're doing no kind of damage. Look at that. Camilla, what the hell is that? How are you going to take 2 damage? Or 1 damage, even? Well, we want to switch her over to her Thunder Spell now, though, and she is going to be taking a little bit of chip damage. I did take a Vulnerary off of Arthur. I'm debating if I want the full one, but now this should be fine. We'll kill this guy right now. We'll kill this guy right now. I guess I could have chipped with Mozu. She's not really doing anything else this round. Yeah, on second thought, chipping with Mozu would have made more sense so that I wouldn't be taking that 5. But Camilla's not going to die no matter what. I guarantee. It's not really a possibility. You know, if it's tempting to switch her back to the Steel Axe, but then she'll kill herself on Hinata. Remember, he has that ability after all. Now, this Sky Knight is actually going to opt to attack Mozu, I should imagine. It's really just the paired up ones that basically rush it's really only the paired up ones that choose to rush to the seize point, so it's not really that big of a deal, I would say. Actually, Elise can probably kill that guy. I think that she should also be able to kill Oboro. She can. Yeah, Elise can also kill Oboro if she should choose to attack Elise for whatever reason, and I would rather... Gosh, excuse me. I would rather have Elise closer to Odin and Jacob, because she's essentially going to fly over this wall eventually, which will
allow Odin to get some experience. You'll see how in a second. I also gave Jacob a concoction, which he's going to use right now after Elise gets this level up. Let's be another good one. Really good. Really good there. You know, I can almost promote Elise right now, and it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, to be honest, because then she could start firing off tomes and crap. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. I don't know if I want to do that or not, but I guess we'll decide on that later. Mozu, we want to leave her right there so that the Sky Knight comes after her. Right, Nyx. Get yourself a kill. We're also setting up so that Selena can hit the village here after I kill this next Oni Savage, which should not be any kind of issue. Shouldn't be any kind of issue at all. And yeah, if Selena would have gotten hit there, I would have just used a vulnerary. But since she didn't, we're totally fine. Yeah, these guys are going to come for Silas, which is going to be a little bit annoying, I suppose. You know what? This kind of does suck, thinking about it, because I believe that those ninjas are going to block up Hinata. Because they are not very smart. They could potentially block him off anyways. Yeah, I guess I could have used Baruka to kill the soldier. I didn't realize that Elise could get Oboro's attention, so that's on me. I must retreat. Forgive me, Lord Takumi. I don't know, man. That wasn't a very good showing at all. Sure, you dodged Camilla. Yeah, I definitely, without any doubt, should have had Baruka kill the Spear Knight. And then Camilla could have killed one of these ninjas, because now Hinata's not moving, but that's fine. That makes no difference, really. Now all I need to do is clear the way for Camilla then, and I can have her attacked from a distance with her fire spell, and then Silas can kill Hinata. And I guess Niles is going to have to clean up those Peggies. Not really an issue. Kind of an issue. Crap. Well, we can equip the Steel Axe right now. Mozu actually doesn't get doubled by these guys at this point, so I guess she's just going to have to take a hit. Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy. Again, I should have just had Baruka kill one of those spear fighters for me so that Camilla could kill one of the ninjas. Then we could do this exact thing right here, and then they'd all be dead. But it doesn't really make a huge issue. Now I need to have Camilla go in. And I can't go in with Silas first because he's going to kill himself by dropping Hinata under half of his HP. So we can set up at least like right here, use the vulnerary. It doesn't really matter how much HP she's got. Jacob can kill one of these guys off. He's at full HP, so he can't be killed no matter what. And he's also going to be getting a shield gauge right here. And this is going to force the archers to move in such a way that we can get Odin some kills on the next turn. Hell, I think I could have even used him right there, thinking about it. But he might not have had the strength without Elise's pair up. I think that was the issue. Now, we can start killing these guys off right now, which we definitely need to do. We can't let them get to the green zone no matter what. Instant game over no matter how many people are alive.
That's it.
I guess so, Niles. Goddamn, 28 damage. Yeah, archers on this map pretty gosh darn great, gotta say. Then I guess we can use Baruka to like pick up Azure or something like that. Because I still want her closer to the front so I can dance for my archers, basically. And I wanted to move Niles like so because in case he missed, Baruka would be able to finish off this Pegasus Knight by using a dual attack. Yeah, this ninja surviving is gonna suck, but it is what it is. I would have much preferred to heal up Silas this turn, but he's got enough HP that I think it does not make any difference. I'm gonna give this fight all I've got for Lord Takumi. Prepare yourself. Boy, this is Camilla. I only need to hit one. Yeah, and he's done for. Good night. Good night. This works out kind of better anyways, because this way Silas is getting the kill experience. By the way, something else really broken about Camilla is that she's not technically a pre-promote. She's kind of like Felicia and Jacob in that sense, although a little bit worse off. I think she counts as like a level 14 unit or something like that, so she's not quite pre-promote status. She gains experience at a fairly decent rate for somebody of her strength, so in case that she didn't have enough good things about her, there's one more to add to the list. I guess I'll have to retreat. This isn't over. Oh, this is definitely over. This could not be more over. So at this point, Nyx can finish off this last savage, then Selena can hit the village, which I think should be all of them. Yeah, I think that should definitely be all of them. Now, if I had played this correctly, as in cleared the way on this turn more efficiently, I think we would have been able to kill Takumi before he does his thing. That's a really good level up, Nyx. It's a really good level up next. Now she should actually be able to double these savages, and also, with Malefic Aura, she got essentially +3 damage right there, because Malefic Aura, I think we've seen this, but to remind everybody, gives +2 magic when you're within 2 range of the user. +2 magical damage, I should say. Yeah, this town is now a battlefield, you say. What in darnation? It does seem dangerous out there. Alrighty, I'll lock up tight then. Thanks for the warning, stranger. Here, take this. And money, 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 money. We need that because I am poor. What else do we got? We got Baruga. Yeah, I still think that I want to position her in such a way to pick up Azura on the next turn. And that's going to be everybody. So yeah, this guy's going to come for Mozu, but she's fine. She may not even get hit. I was kind of hoping the RNG would roll in my favor for once, but hey. And one of these spear fighters is going to go for Camilla. She's just about restored her status by this point, I should think.
To the rescue!
To the rescue, he says. Not that it was that big of a deal to begin with, but hey. My God, she's so broken. Keep in mind, I'm using her bad offensive stat. Her good offensive stat is a strength. By the way, can we talk about how Silas is one-shotting these guys? God damn, Camilla. That rose is thorn, man.
Finally!
That rose is thorn, man. Now, we should actually still be healthy enough so that right here, even after I take this hit, I should be able to have Silas go ahead, heal himself up with a vulnerary, and be able to take one hit from Takumi. Which is essentially all that matters here. I wouldn't have attacked him on my player phase anyways because he does have that elixir, and rather than have him use that, I would rather get it for myself. So what we're gonna do is have him attack me on his turn, and then I can finish him up on the following turn with Silas. Jacob's gonna start taking a little bit of damage here, but we can easily kill those guys without too much of an issue here. So let's make sure that I've done this correctly. Yeah, as long as I use a vulnerary right here, we're totally fine. Takumi is gonna get destroyed. And again, if I would have thought about this a little bit harder. Oh, I could have killed him right here. Oh, I could have stopped him from doing the thing. Because if I would attack with Silas, then the attack stance would finish him off. And Silas would have got a shield gauge right then. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. I'm full of crap. Ignore me. But yeah, you can see where it's not actually that difficult to kill Takumi. Is Azura within range? No, she's not, so I may have to use Baruga for that, but I don't think that I can now, can I? Oh, well, we're improvising a little bit. That Oboro thing kind of threw me off my game plan a little bit, but we should be fine. Now we can use these, finally, for the first time in the map. Throw one of those at these guys, which is going to mean that Camilla could, in theory, one-round each and every one of them. I am a little bit sketchy to do that, though, because of the fact that we took that steel defense and I wasn't able to heal her up like I had originally intended. I think the attack stances would probably screw her up a little bit, so maybe I don't want to do that. That being the case, I mean, I can use her to kill this guy, right? Well, I'll come back to that. What we can do for sure, though, is exchange these two, have Odin murder this archer with the strength boost from Elise. And that's also going to bring them closer to the next fort level, which is what we want. So get crushed real quick, kid, and that's a lot of experience for Odin. He has a long way to go, I gotta say. I don't know, I'm pretty sketchy about him. Yeah, I didn't figure Arthur could do much there. Oh well, Jacob, bring us home. And this side is basically done at this point, honestly. There's gonna be another wave of reinforcements, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Anyways, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, excuse me. I'm sorry I stabbed you with my spear.
Oh!
I can't even be mad because that voice line kills me. She's like, oh! Oh, but god damn it, Jacob. You gotta be kidding. Well, I can use Niles to kill this Pegasus Knight, which we want to do. We want to kill the paired up ones again because they are going to rush the green zone no matter what. Good night.
That was good for me.
God, I love Niles so much, dude. Yeah, I will use Camilla to take out this ninja. It just seems smarter, honestly. Maybe not smarter, but safer without a doubt. Actually, what I could do... Yeah, you know what? If I can actually protect Camilla from the dual attacks, then I can still have her go about her business by murdering all of those Oni savages, and I can do that if I give Baruka to her. And then I can also dance for her by doing one of these moves. Like this. Wait, Mozu won't die, right? She has 4 defense. Oh, can I even afford to do that, though? I actually don't think that I can. Like, these guys normally go for the seize point, but if they should decide to attack Mozu for whatever reason, she will actually die, since I had to take that hit from the ninja. I can't evade them either. I'm gonna be in range no matter what. No, I'm gonna assume that I know what I'm talking about. I specifically remembered that the paired up Sky Knights will only go for the seize point. Oh, this is so risky. This is so risky. I shouldn't be playing like this, but I don't think that this map is very hard, so I don't really mind if I fail for something so silly. And I'm kind of curious now. I want to make sure that I have this right, because I'm so sure that the Sky Knights only go for the seize point if they're paired up. I just want to know. I really just want to know. So if I fail because of this, oh well, it's not exactly that hard, I would say. So if I move here and use the Thunder, I can actually deal with each and every one of these guys, barring the one guy who's gonna unpair right here. The guy in the back of this formation, essentially, he's not gonna be blocked because he has the, he's gonna be too high on HP, basically.
Glad that's over with.
But if I can get rid of these steel gloves, that's better, because they're basically the only thing that can even hope to injure Camilla at this point. And Selena, she's been dodging like every attack. Okay, let's see if the Sky Knights will try to kill off. Wait, he has quick draw. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. He has quick draw. Oh, I goofed. On my honor as a Prince of Hoshido, I shall not fall upon an Orient's blade. Blow me, man. Oh, that was a dumb mistake. That was a really bad mistake. Oh,
I let you down.
We'll be back. Yeah, I forgot about his goddamn quick draw. Oh, and they do. Okay, so now this is what I wanted to see anyways. So if they can go for a kill, they'll do it. But other than that, they will always go for the seize point. Well. Okay, so Selena stole a kill from Nyx, which blows. I would much rather Nyx get to level 10 than Selena get like 20 points of experience or whatever, but oh well, nothing I can really do. Things obviously worked out a little bit better this time. This is kind of what I had been going for on my first go, to be honest. But things are working out, All I need to do is kill this paired up Sky Knight, and since we learned that they will actually go for a kill, that might come into play at some point. I don't know. I'm really not sure. I never really thought to use that to my advantage. But we can kill most of these guys. Again, this guy's actually going to survive since Camilla doesn't have the ability to one-round KO him. Now, this time, no matter what happens, I'm going to move here with Silas. He cannot die. I can't believe I forgot about Quick Draw, man. I still don't think that this map is very hard. I just think that it's very easy to overlook something like I just did right there. And you can see how quickly that can cost you if you're not careful. So in that sense, I see why people have a little bit of difficulty with this one. And we didn't even see like the big trick. And that's coming up next turn. We didn't really see what happens on turn 7. Yeah, get that point of HP. But yeah, I really just don't feel like this one is all it's cracked up to be, truthfully. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Baruka, I'd rather have her pick up Camilla, though, after this turn. So I'm going to kill that guy now with Niles.
We'll move like 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or if I just move like next to Ajo, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so if I move like right here, then Camilla can join up with Baruka. On my honor as a Prince of Hoshido, I shall da-da-da-da-da-da. And he did way less damage that time, too. Why? Didn't he do 19? I thought he did. Well, not like it would have mattered. I would have died regardless, but... Oh, well. And since Camilla didn't get seal speeded, or excuse me, she didn't get seal defense this time, she's basically going to destroy each and every one of those guys without any kind of competition, more or less. Now, here's what happens on turn 7. Bam! He blows out this Dragon Vein. Yeah, that aura meant something after all. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw that, I thought it meant he was like possessed by some kind of evil energy, which is really funny in hindsight, I'll be honest. But no, it's actually a Dragon Vein that's going to drain all of the water, and that's going to allow enemies to cross freely. You can see now this guy can actually come up through here, which is pretty dangerous if you have not been proactive all throughout this map. But as you can see from where I am, there's basically nobody left alive, so it doesn't matter as much as you might think, which is why I highly recommend that you take at least somewhat of an aggressive position with this map. If you don't, then when you get to this point and there's a lot of enemies left alive, you can be in for a really, really rough time. Now, I mean, Mozu probably wants to kill. Yeah, let's give it to Mozu. Let's give it to Mozu. And I can even use Niles to go kill that other... I keep calling them Pegasus Knights, but they're called Sky Knights in this game. I can use Niles to go kill that other Sky Knight way down there in the south, and because they cannot kill him, they're going to completely ignore him instead of attacking him and choose to go for the throne instead. Now, over here on the right-hand side, that's a bit of a mess, right? You got all these paired up enemies, and at this point, they're going to mostly just head for the green zone. And that's really the big trick with this map. Oh, the Steel Club guy's left alive, huh? I'd really like to give this over to Nyx, though, so she can hit her level 10. I should be able to. Yeah, I should be able to give this to Nyx. I still want them unpaired. I just wanted Selena a little bit closer. Yeah, but we can head over here with Camilla. And honestly, I might want to just leave her paired up. It might be smarter because Camilla... Hold up. Camilla, what are your stats right now? 22. Yeah, I think I just want to leave her paired up so that she's basically immune to any damage. Jacob and Odin don't really need to do too much here. I guess we can use a vulnerary on Jacob. Really no reason not to. They're just going to hang out for another turn, wait for the next wave of reinforcements, and clean them up when they come. Now, with you. I mean, I could really even give this to Dude, but I think that giving it to Silas makes more sense because I will be able to take advantage of my mobility this way. Iron Sword cannot miss. Here we go. And good night, Takumi. It's been a lot of fun, really it has, man. I don't think it's that hard to kill him. I've never done it before, if you can believe, but yeah, this wasn't too bad. This wasn't too bad. You just gotta be really aggro. No, how could this happen? Forced to retreat again? Yeah, buddy. Oh, so close to a level up. So close to a level up. That's really the reason that I wanted to kill him. Just boss kill experience, man. Now, if I move Niles, like, right here, that should be as close as I need to be, right? I actually only need to move him right here, so let's do it. Yeah, that movement +1 is a really good ability. I should have definitely made a better effort to get that before the start of this map. But I think we played around that pretty well. I think we did. I kind of forgot that Niles had that in his arsenal, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Anyways, get wrecked.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, bow users are just so good on this map. And this is the exact reason why, honestly. If there were anything that Bozu had to her name, it would be this map, really. I was kind of hoping for a dodge there, Nick's not gonna lie. Shouldn't make a difference, though. I'm gonna have time to heal her up before we need her again. Anyways, yeah, she got that really good level up, of course. And the Malefic Aura means that she's gonna be one-round KOing these Oni savages. I'm also gonna send Silas back so that he can help out with this next wave that just spawned. I knew they were coming. So... I guess that's one thing I will say, right? If you have no foresight about this map and you don't know what to expect, then all of a sudden, yeah, this becomes really, really tough. I mean, I can even pull some of these guys away, which is probably for the best. Yeah, I think that it would be, right?
Yeah, I can't get both of them, unfortunately, but even just drawing one of these Oni Savages away is ideal. I mean, I could throw a Fire Orb, but there's no sense when Silas can just one-round KO those guys regardless. No, I wanted to give it to... Well, I guess we're throwing the Fire Orb after all. I definitely meant to take that with Nyx. I definitely did. Well, anyways, 2 more kills for Mozu. Pew pew! This is the reason that we wanted to forge this anyways, because with the base bronze bow, she actually can't one-shot these guys even with the strength tonic, which sucks. So it's a pretty big difference. Strength, speed, oh my god, she's already good. It didn't take very long. Yeah, I will say that I think it's a little bit exaggerated on just how hard it is to train Mozu. The real issue is the opportunity cost of even using a heart seal on her to begin with, which is pretty big. You can't really just overlook that as a cost when you only have 2 of them at the beginning of the game, ordinarily. So do I want to try to kill these savages, or do I want to try and kill off some of the Pegasus Knights? It's a little bit of a toss-up. Well, I can start by killing this guy with Jacob, and then Odin is going to be able to take away Arthur such that he is able to double the remaining paired-up archer duo. Because archers do get speed on pair-ups, so you can see that guy has 11 speed as opposed to 9. But if I take Arthur, that doesn't matter, because Odin actually has a little bit of speed to his name. All he needs is that last +2, and we are in business. It is kind of sad that for a samurai, though, he still needs a speed pair-up to double things.
Tough one.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man, that was really hard, fighting the defenseless archer at melee.
Whoa, whoa!
I've never heard his good level up quote. And he breaks character. That's too funny. He's like, whoa, whoa, slow down. This wasn't supposed to happen. Me, Odin, wait, whoa, whoa. Me a good level up? No way. Oh, that's great. I really do like little things like that. They really did try with the characterization in that sense, I gotta say. I mean, I could shoot on this guy with Niles, but that's a bad idea in the long term. I'd rather just send it back. And I can have them catch up to this side to deal with these Sky Knights. Now, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna just rush the throne. Or the greens. I keep calling it the throne. I hope you know what I mean. I think they're gonna rush the green zone. So I want to kill these Sky Knights as they come. Like so.
Poor thing.
A poor thing, she says. No, I think they're fine. These are definitely the biggest trick of this entire map. Because again, regardless of how good your units are, if anything reaches the green zone, you lose. So I like the map design of this one a lot. I really do think it's a little bit overrated. He says having lost one time. Hey, I'll take 2 attempts on chapter 10. I don't think that's too bad with a Takumi kill. But I do like the design of this map where the enemy's strategy totally changes throughout the beginning to the end of the map. Where at first they go kind of aggressively, they play pretty normally like you might expect. They just try to take out your units, right? They'll go for the green zone if they can, but it's not their main strategy. But as you continue on throughout the map, and the situation becomes more desperate, they just essentially drop everything and try to rush the throne, which is so cool. Oh my god, this guy! Oh my god. Yeah, Silas can be hit or miss. I totally admit it, but my Silas is a complete hit. I gotta say. I love that dialogue too. But I feel like this map is well designed. Well designed in a lot of ways. It tests your ability to adapt significantly. And also, I will say, a lot of the more difficult portions of this map can be negated by having some foresight. If I didn't know about this map, it would definitely be a lot harder. But since I do, it's not the end of the world. Now, I can actually use Nyx here, kill that guy, and then Selena should be able to... Yeah. So we can finish off these 2 right now. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Can't even miss because of the old Heartseeker, so good night.
Another day, another sin.
Yeah, I can see where Nyx would be good. Because look, she can actually kill things where Odin can't. That's why Nyx is better. Like, yeah, Odin can potentially make use of Nosferatu, but since he's still not killing things, I would rather just take Nyx. And she can even double these guys with the throwing clubs if I really wanted her to, or needed her to for whatever reason. Which is another thing that Odin can't do. Without some luck, anyways. Not to mention she's just so much stronger and starts at a higher level. She's just got so many things going for her that Odin just simply doesn't. Like, basically. So if I can block this Pegasus Knight, the Sky Knight rather, yeah, I think we'll be just fine. I think we will be just fine. So we can take this guy out with Odin, who got an amazing level up. I may be able to get him up to level 10 here if I play my cards just right. So I want to make sure I'm moving Jacob in such a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm moving Jacob in such a way that he'll be able to pick up Odin here. Do I need to do anything with Silas? If I can... I do want to stay out of range of all of these ninjas because they are sort of chipping me down here a little bit thanks to the Poison Strike. You think if I... I can maybe get a kill for Moses? No. She'd be in range of too many. Yeah, she would definitely be in range of too many of these guys, so we don't want to do that. I was thinking I could maybe do some attack stance crap, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Honestly, Silas can just distract these guys, and I'd be okay with that. As long as they're not going for the green zone. Why am I still using the sword?
Finally.
Hello. I should be using the lance again. But yeah, as long as they're not able to hit the green zone, it doesn't really matter too much, honestly. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We will pair up with Niles, and since he has this movement ability now, it doesn't matter who's in the lead. I will dance for Niles, and now he's going to be able to drop off Mozu way the heck up here, and now the two of them together should easily be able to capture, well, capture I say, they should be able to cut off any kind of Sky Knights that might want to go for some shenanigans here. In fact, because of that exact reason, I'm going to kill this Sky Knight as opposed to the single one, because the other one's going to run directly into range of Mozu and Niles.
Poor thing.
And then I can have Camilla block off the Oni Savages. They're going to go up north towards the Ballista, but since they can't actually climb over the walls, they're going to have to take an alternate route if I move myself correctly. So they're not really an issue here, and that's going to buy some time for Jacob and Odin to catch up. Yeah, see, they moved directly into the worst possible position for themselves. Because now, Mozu... shoot, I can even finish off the other one right now with Niles. And that may be an idea. No throwing gloves? No throwing gloves. The throwing gloves all the way back there. All right, all right. Yeah, it's probably a level up for Niles, too. Yeah, let's just do it. How much time do we got? We still got 2 more turns of this. You do have to survive through the enemy phase of turn 11, so the map doesn't end immediately upon... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, clever, clever. Oh, clever. Oh, okay, here's the recovery. Okay, so if I just kill this one right now. Niles, if there was ever an attack for you to not miss, this would be the one. Thank you. Okay, now we're good.
Oh, that's it?
I didn't expect them to do that. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, they moved in such a way that I couldn't move Camilla here to block, which would be a lot worse. But now, since Niles was able to connect that attack, what we're actually going to do is we're going to go with Mozu first in the off chance I miss this 98. That way, Camilla can still save me. And Mozu is going to be out of range of the following attacks. Assuming that we get rid of this guy, as we do. And since Niles actually didn't level up from that, did he? Nope, he's really close, though. So all he needs to do is literally anything, and he'll be able to level himself. Yeah, and I'll take out the Steel Clubber. Get out of here. Tell me why he does 0 damage. Like... Can you imagine a steel axe doing 0 damage to a unit at base level in any other Fire Emblem game? Camilla is so ridiculous. And I feel like that's another thing that people kind of struggle with on the first time. They see Camilla and they say, okay, well, I don't want to feed her all the kills. I don't want her to kill everything. The game gives her to you for a reason, though, I have to say. Not using her here would be a huge mistake. And of course, if you don't use your best unit, you're going to have a much harder time. You're going to have a much harder time. So I would always recommend, even if you don't want to use her for the long term for whatever reason, say you're not playing on Lunatic. I assume that if you're not using her long term, you must not be, otherwise you're insane. But even if you don't want to use her long term, I would always recommend that you at least take full advantage of her for this map. There's no reason not to. Leave it move at least like right here. These two can get the hell out of Dodge as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it seems smart to me. I could keep killing these guys with Silas, and I may. I mean, I might. I'm taking 2. No, I don't want to do that. Not without thinking about it a little bit anyways, because the Poison Strike is chipping me down. I'm taking a good amount of damage from that turn for turn. If I just, oh, I'm out of vulneraries? Oh no, yeah, we're gonna bounce. We're gonna bounce, that's fine. They're never gonna be able to seize the zone in time either way. Oh, they actually attacked. Why didn't I switch over to Odin? What's wrong with me? That was a kill for Odin. Yeah, that was an easy kill for Odin. I'm so trash. I'm so average, I swear.
I could do no less.
Well, I mean, it was kind of risky if I went for the whole Odin thing, because he is still Odin. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just because he got one good level up does not make him a good unit. I do not care. That said, I should still be able to get some stuff accomplished with him right now by using Camilla and Elise to their full effect and giving him a hell of a lot of additional attack and defense. I may even go for a kill on Elise. I don't know. There's a ninja back there. It might be worth it to just kill the ninja and then have Odin attempt to solo these Oni savages. Maybe something like that. Wouldn't be too bad. But if I did, he'd have to... The throwing club kind of throws that off. It's kind of what I'm saying. I think we can make it work. Oh, you know what I could do? I could just fire on them with Niles, right? And if I fire on them with Niles, that basically solves that. Ooh, I may even be able to get a kill for Mozu. And with 15 speed, she should actually be doubling. Oh my god, she is. Yeah, okay, so Odin's only going to get one more here, but we can route these guys. And he's really close to level 10. Ah, damn. Yeah, I should have had him in the lead on the last turn, I think. Although that would have been a little bit risky, I will say. Regardless, we can just move here, dance with Azura. I don't think I've mentioned this, but she actually has a really good skill that she gets at some point. I can't remember what level specifically. Oh, no. Well, there's really nothing to think about with this guy. He's got to die, without a doubt. The ninja's going to be ruining everything. So there's that. I mean, truthfully, Mozu won't die. It's just that... Well, I'll tell you what. I think that Mozu will get a level up just from shooting on these guys, so we can do that. And then we can just route the other guys. Yeah, we'll just route them. And if for some reason Elise, like, misses or something, or if for some reason this doesn't go my way, I can still use Elise and put her next to Mozu, which is a guaranteed win. Because Mozu won't die with the -3 damage taken. So, yeah, this works out. This works out. Maybe we even dodge? No, I didn't dodge a single time this map, did I? And not even to mention the fact that if I was actually good at math, I would have realized she doesn't die no matter what. Even less so now with the defense. Okay, so Mozu is completely caught up in level 8. Good, good, good. I can switch over to Odin. I kind of wish there was a way that I would fail to kill here. In fact, if I just attack right here, I'll get this kill, right? And then if I can block off Mozu somehow...
Tough one.
I don't know that I can, but if I could... Nope, that's a traversable tile. That's a traversable tile. What if I went like... Ah, this would actually do it though. I guess the question in that case is Jacob gonna die? Next to Elise, he will have a defense value of 16. So hell no, he doesn't die. So what we can do is we can actually exchange Arthur for Jacob, and I'm gonna drop Jacob to the left, which should force them to attack Odin, which means another kill for Odin, because he's gonna be at 22 attack plus 1, 23 attack. Yeah, that's a kill for Odin. Cool, cool. Now all we need to do... Actually, I can kill this guy with silence, too. There's absolutely nothing lost from doing so. So, hey. The guy cannot kill me with Poison Strike. Again, those kind of percentage-based damage abilities do not kill no matter what.
That was too close.
And really, I think I spent the most time thinking on this map about how to get kills into Odin, to be honest. But this should do the trick. This guy is going to attack Silas for no damage. Yeah, I'm going to be reduced to 1, but the chapter's over. And even then, he can't catch me. There's 4. He actually chooses to attack Jacob. I guess some kind of self-preservation instinct, realizing that Odin would actually slaughter it. That's a little bit unfortunate. I wish the chapter was like a route or something just so I could get this kill, but hey. Map clear. See, I think I pretty much said everything that I have to say about that one. Really cool in concept. I like the AI changes as the map progresses. it rewards you being proactive, not only because of the villages, but in the map design itself. The more you hole up in Turtle, on higher difficulties anyways, the more difficult it becomes, especially when Takumi hits that Dragon Vein and drains all the water. You're going to have a really, really hard time defending yourself from that many enemies coming from all different angles of attack. So, in my opinion, the best defense for this map is a good offense. As you can see here, I think there were like 2 enemies left alive by the end of this. So, I definitely think that that's the way to go 9 times out of 10. And here's one of those situations where having Jacob as a paladin is pretty useful because you have one more mount that can get over to the right-hand side earlier, but it's not the end of the world if you don't have him for whatever reason. You can easily sort of take it a little bit slower on that side. I definitely think that going for the middle and the left-hand side are more important, though. The right-hand side doesn't really do too much. In fact, I think that the last wave of archer reinforcements will never reach the green zone ever. Just due to the fact that the map will end too quickly, so you don't really have to deal with them, provided you can deal with the first 2 waves. The middle, though, that's like non-negotiable, man. You need to take control of that because Oboro and Hinata will start moving eventually. And the last thing you want to deal with is the last wave of reinforcements on top of 2 mini-bosses as well. So if there was any takeaway from this, my strategy would be always take the middle section as soon as possible. And from there, you basically have it up to your own discretion. You can either fall back and hold the line, or you can go full-on balls to the wall aggro. Both work pretty well. And as long as you're doing one of those 2 strategies, you basically shouldn't have too much trouble with this, I find. But that's just my opinion. Damn it, this is unacceptable. We can't push forward with so many of our troops injured. This can't be happening.
Listen.
Please listen to reason, Takumi. You have lost this battle. Horribly. We even killed you. That's like a bonus objective, man. Do your soldiers a favor and order them to retreat from this port immediately. You may keep all your lives and your dignity if you leave now. Huh. How very generous of you, dear sister. But I know better. The savage Norian army knows nothing of mercy. Perhaps you should take this as a lesson to not judge all Norians on face value. I spoke the truth. My soldiers will not harm those who do not seek to harm us. Ha ha! Tell me, dude, how is it lies come so easily to you? Your words mean nothing in light of all the innocent Hoshiden lives you took, including that of our dear mother. Or have you forgotten your part in her murder? Yet after all that, you still have the gall to claim you aren't a savage. Pathetic.
Oh?
My, what a rude little boy you are. I should beat some manners into you. And beat something else. Stop! Take back what you just said, or that's exactly what I'll do.
No.
No, Camilla. He's entitled to his anger. I'm at least partly to blame for the tragedies that took place that day. That's right. If you hadn't come back into our lives, Hoshino would still be at peace. Mother, all those innocent townspeople, they would all still be alive. They wouldn't have... No!
Huh?
Takumi, what's wrong? My head. The pain is... Takumi. Don't you touch me! Keep your filthy Norian hands off of me!
Takumi.
Takumi, please, let me help. Don't think this means you've won. This is only the beginning. Ryoma has already found the Rainbow Sage and received his power. You're no match for him now, even with the whole vile Norian army behind you. And I'm getting stronger too. Soon I'll be unstoppable. I could be the final boss! One day you will beg me for death, and I will happily grant it to you. Until then, I leave you with your guilt. I actually like Takumi. I don't think that scene is bad at all. One of the problems with this game, I know this is jumping ahead a little bit, but one of the problems is Dude's character in that they don't really change enough. They don't really take stands a lot of the time. And one thing that is very apparent, and this is kind of how this relates to this point I'm making, people don't really call her out for her shit ever. But Takumi just has this raging hate boner for her, and it actually makes sense, because directly or indirectly, intentional or not, she still had a part in a really, really big massacre in Hoshino, right? So it makes sense that Takumi would be pissed, especially considering that one of the casualties was his own mother. And I feel like a lot of things like that, in relation to Corrin's character, get brushed under the rug by other characters in the universe far too frequently. Oh my god, my gosh, sorry, I needed some water there. But yeah, I feel like things like this get brushed under the rug too frequently. And Takumi's one of the characters who just is totally unaccepting of her own faults.
She's totally unaccepting of dude's faults. Now, I actually think that the narrative is stronger for having a character like that, for whatever that may be worth.
Let him go, dude. He's clearly got issues. And not to brag, but Xander received the Rainbow Sage's power ages ago. If we stick together, there's no way we'll lose to the Hoshiden's army.
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
You know.
Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like the ferries are up and running again. Kind of hard with no water, though. That's pretty impressive. Let's get out of this dump and head to Notre Sagesse.
Notre Sagesse?
I think. I'll even tell you a fun story I made up about 2 caterpillars on a leaf boat.
God damn it, Elise. How can you feel good about marrying her? I don't.
Thanks, Elise. You got yourself a deal. In any case, I need to put this all behind me and focus on the task at hand. If what Father said is true, we'll be facing Hoshiden forces in Notre Sagesse as well. There's no time to overthink things. No time for guilt or regret. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going.
And see, this is another weird thing that kind of ties back to that whole Corrin shows little initiative thing. Right there, she's showing initiative. She showed initiative to stay back and defeat the Hoshiden forces in this territory, just simply to defend Nora's territory. And right now we're showing initiative and getting to Notre Sagesse. But that just kind of falls off later. And I guess we'll see more of that later on as the game progresses. It would probably be better to talk about it as it happens, but I digress. Anyways, that is going to do it for me today. Chapter 10 is down. I pretty much said all my piece on that, so I think we can just leave it there. The plot is thickening a little bit with Takumi. Something's going on with him. I'm sure that is not the last we have seen of him. I am so sure. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like rating. Helps out tremendously. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know how you guys tackled Chapter 10. Like I say, I definitely had a lot more difficulties with this one on my first try, but with a little bit of foresight, I don't feel like it's too bad. Anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. See you then. Peace.